What is even today? September 2nd. Today is September 2nd of 2025. I have to make the decision now if I'm going to call an ambulance or not. I talked to my sister. I got dad's number and all that. I've laid in there. It's at that time now. Do I go get her to the hospital so they can hydrate her with an IV bag, or do I let her sit here and die in her home? I went in there and laid in her bed and was bawling and crying, and she was grumpy, of course, same old mom. And she's like, if they take me, I'm not going to be able to come back and all that. So, I mean, she ain't ate, she ain't drinking, she knows what she's doing when it comes to that. So, she gets dozing in and out. I just don't know what I should do, really. And Angela said it was my choice. So, mm, I've never lost a parent before, and this is going to be rough, and I'm going to feel some kind of way when it happens, and I'm very, very terrified. Very terrified. Anyway, last night I went back to bed, woke up this morning, and I couldn't. You know how when you fall asleep and you're like so asleep when you wake up and you like look at the window, you don't know if that's like the dawn or the dusk light. Oh, I just don't even feel like it. And my weed card I let expire, and then I like convinced myself I'm like just gonna stop smoking weed so my head can be clear during all this. So I've got a little bit of weed left, but for like a backup emergency. But I just want my head to be clear. You know what I mean? I've been so stoned, like so stoned this year. So I just gotta, you know, I want my head to be clear. It's just this is it. Uh, I just know that she wants to be in this home, and I know she don't want to go to the hospital. But I think personally, if they come here and take her to the hospital and hydrate her, she's been going through alcohol withdrawal for days and days and days. I mean, I don't even know. It's all starting to be a blur to me. That's like when I come on this internet, it's like y'all fuck with me like that. But do y'all understand? Do you can you even comprehend, like, for 1 minute what I might be going through? Like, my mom's dying. I've never lost a parent. The only person I've ever lost that was blood like that was my grandpa until just recently, grandma. And I wasn't so right in the head during all that because mostly of what y'all did to me. So, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that but that's all in my mind. So, you know what's sad about it is when I'm emailing my sister or my, uh, any of that or my friend or anything. I'm making life and death decisions about my mom, that some weirdos are reading my emails or getting my shit. It's the most, this is what I'm going to remember, Jim. This is what I'm going to remember, Bridget. This is what I'm going to remember, Jake and Stewie and all you other people. This is what I'm going to remember when she dies in there. I'm going to have some kind of anger that I probably never had, some kind of emotions and feelings that to lose someone that I've laid in this bed and she's in that bed for over a decade, for 20 years, however long, and she's not going to be here no more. Not gonna be here no more. And I'm gonna remember laying in that bed with her when I was in there ordering pizza that day and someone come around here creeping around my house. You know, Alex? That's what I'm gonna remember. That's what I'm gonna remember. Mm. I shouldn't have to be even thinking about this right now. I should be doing what I need to do. Uh, anyway, so I'm Whoops, what did I hit? Okay, I think I need one more too. Oh, I wish one more would be my water. Hey Google, turn Smokey's light off. Well, no, I wasn't trying to scare you, Coco. Kid, he was moving that thing.
And I went to Montevideo, Uruguay, to speak with people about a historic level of grief that they were experiencing, where the Montevideo government literally did not have enough water to put into public drinking water supplies, so they were mixing toxic wastewater in.
Let me cover up on my body pillow laying on me.
And for people who were sick poured by bottled water,
Oh, comfort.
And women were having higher rates of miscarriages. The elderly were having exacerbation or inflammation of their chronic diseases.
Oh, I'm so comfortable. Where's the remote?
Google proposed to build a
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait, I feel it. Okay, there. What a morning. It's only 9:45.
Exactly. And Bloomberg recently had a story that said 2/3 of the data centers now being built.
Oh, AI. I went down a whole AI rabbit hole in data centers and the AI bubble and hype, and I don't even know what to think anymore. So how's everybody doing this morning? I'm not doing too well, but I'm keeping it together. I'm proud of myself for that. And things happen for a reason too, and I honestly believe too that it was meant for me to like not smoke weed right now. Because that card had, they kept sending me emails saying that card was going to expire the 27th. Well, then I was like, I'll just go ahead and renew it, and I'll put the renewal on the card or whatever. And I'll pay it back when, anyway, where was I going with that? Also, I kept putting it off, and then she was getting like sicker and all that. And I was like, I bought a bunch of it and saved it back. I mean, I still got weed. And I was like, I'll just buy some of that Delta 8 shit or whatever to get me through. But now that I'm like getting clear off of it, it's a good thing. Everything happens for a reason. I can't be stoned out of my mind like that during this time. I think if I take a couple extra Klonopin for a couple of days, I'll be fine. And I think I'm gonna go up to 600 milligrams on my. I'm trying to prepare myself emotionally for what's about to come down, because even I know people can say I'm cold or this or that. I process and I deal with things the way that I do. I do a lot of things that unintentionally, I think, to kind of push people away or make people not like me. Because I've done my research on psychology. What? Do you want me to open the door? Who is it? Cuckoo. Oh, Cuckoo Carlos wants out. Oh, come on, boy. What have you been playing with that thing? What is that? Is it a zip tie? Here, go get it out there then if you want. Go. Psst. There he goes after it. You've been playing with that little cord. Oh, don't look at me out of my nightgown, right, Abe? I remember Abe back when they were suicide trolling me, and he was like looking out the window saying, someone's trying to catch me out of my drawer. I don't know, something. It was kind of funny if it wouldn't have been suicide trolling. Person and package detected at the front door. Oh, let's say a prayer. That's spring water. Dear God, I'm asking you today to grant me this wish. Do you wish to know this prayer? Oh, never mind, God. It says great value purified water. Okay. It ain't spring, but that'll do. Never mind, God. Don't want to bother you. It's already here. Okay. I don't care. I've already went out. Anytime I could go outside 10 times a night and no one would be out there. The one time I'm trying to sneak out the front door in my underwear, a fucking parade float will come by. Thank you. Let's shower, kitty cats. What? Where did that even come from? What is that? Y'all are weird. Hey Google, turn the oven on. Hey Google, turn the oven light on, please. What does it say? Was it off up here? Oh, yeah. I have to go pee pee, and I'm not going to take y'all to go with me pee pee because I kind of have PTSD about pee pee. Excuse me, God, I hate that. I never have indigestion. I ain't even hardly eaten none yesterday. Okay, where's the? But do you want some light on in here? Hey Google, turn the peacock light on. Hey Google, turn Smokey's light on. Hey Google. Oh no, Google's gonna give me a breakdown. Hey Google, turn the couch warm white. Hey Google, turn the couch light on. Oh, it is anything. Hey Google, could you please turn the couch light on? Thank you. Perfect. I just had to say thank you. This is a glass. It's trying to go plastic free. Dump this in there. Whoever's over there doing something that sounds like they're about to break something, stop it. Don't knock that phone over, Emilio. You go live outside with Charlotte, kitty. What? Now look, you're making me spill water. Oh, Gary filling all those damn things in that thing right now. I'll change y'all's water in a second. Let me go sit back down and smoke a cigarette or something. Here, do you want me to open these blinds up a little bit more too so I can go chill out for a second? Here, hold on. There you go. Move your thing over. Okay, there y'all go. Whoops, wrong way. Okay. God, I gotta sweep. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to get a glass of water after all that. That was real. That little kitty so pretty. I'm pretty old little kitty. Oh, okay. Whew. Get back away from her. Get back away from her. That's going on a loop. Okay. Remember the password pretty soon. Confirm. The Apple account is not active. Okay, whatever. I think even my lungs are starting to feel better. Okay. Then why is it telling me my account's invalid? I just want to fucking add Zillow, man. The only time I ever use this iPad is when I am looking at corn or I'm on here. Okay. Your media and account has been disabled. Tap continue to request re-enablement. Continue. I don't even know what that means. Your media and purchase account has been disabled. Alert. You can request account activity by providing more information. Do you want to sign in to, I guess? Oh, it's not about complete. It ain't gonna take my fingerprint. What is up with that? Just let me type the password. Anyway, I'll go to the fucking website then. Plug this back. Hello. Oh my God, it's so comfortable. Whew. Okay, well then can I just make a new password, a new account? Continue. Enable. Fingerprint. Who knows, maybe one of the suicide trolls come around here and got my thing and got it banned or something. I don't know. It's like acting like the account ain't even there. Who knows? And I thought about this, Dina, because I had been thinking about it now that my head's clearing up from all that marijuana. Do you remember how manipulative you were with the police? You're on a video cam, a body cam, Dina, literally telling the cop that you're on a fake account trying to trick Nicole. All that shit you did was manipulative too, Dina. It's what you did to Nicole. You would troll her too over there to get her triggered so she'd come after you so you could say, oh, look, she's coming after me. That's manipulation. That's narcissistic traits, Dina. And the reason I brought that up about the recording and all that, it's because I know how narcissists do. They'll push and push and push and push and push, and then they'll record you when you freak out finally and act like a victim. And me wanting to know the details about your kidnapping, that was not any kind of disrespect. You brought a court case here. That's what you used to set yourself off, to get everybody to know you. That's what you used to introduce yourself to about your channel. So if I ask questions about a case that you have publicly made your whole YouTube existence basically surrounded by, about, and I wanted to ask some questions, and then that's shitty to do, to ask someone questions. to question them. What have y'all done to me for 3 years, Dina? Tell me I'm crazy and gaslight me. I'm sure Harold was abusive, absolutely. And I'm sure when he was drunk or high on meth, you recorded him. That's not the first time you ever recorded him when you were allegedly kidnapped, allegedly. There's many videos you have of him recording when he's high. Who knows what happened before you hit record, Dina? I've lived with a narcissist. I know what that is now. I know what it is to rouse someone up and pick at them and pick at them and pick at them till they finally blow up. And then that's so you can hit record and say, look, see. That's manipulation, Dina. And that's what I think you did. That's my opinion. And if you don't think that opinion's right, then sue me. Sue me. Because I would love to sue you back. I got questions, Dina. You're manipulative with the police. You're manipulative with the court system. You're up there trying to trigger a girl that has learning disabilities so you could entrap her basically and do that. That you going after Dina, you going after Nicole is like a human going after an ant or something. You are well more versed, I'll put it that way, in society and things, and you've been out. She hasn't experienced a lot of those things. You could have some compassion for her. Yeah, she dogs. Yeah, she put up pictures. Who cares? It's pictures that are already available on the internet. If you don't like what she's saying, then you call the police on her. It's like, oh, anyway, I ain't gonna go down that. But yeah, that's why I feel that way about you, Dina. I've observed. I'm not gonna have people call me a narcissist or a pedophile, Dina. That seems to be your thing, the pedophilia, calling people that. And I still never got the answer. How long was that in your home? Anyway, I said I'd go back and listen. Then I ain't gonna go off on that. But that's why I felt that way, Dina. Because I've had people record me too, that I could be having the best day and being good or whatever, and they'll push and push purposely to get you to that point so they can hit record, Dina. If that was the only time you'd ever recorded Harold was during that alleged kidnapping, that'd be one thing. But you have a history of recording him. You don't record it. You know what I'm saying, Dina? Come on, I'm not dumb. If I've been now sober around someone who's intoxicated, so I know how that game goes too, Dina. So like I said, I don't think you're innocent, and I think I can talk about your case all I want. So there's that. I was thinking about that, like that bitch really, and then anyway. I was even like respectful enough to say that about not calling you names. And then I start thinking back. You were over there at Bombshells with Jake in the chat. You know everything, Dina. You said you didn't know who John Thompson was. Well, you sure did when you were over there on what's his name's channel, that heroin graper guy. You know who all these people are around here, Dina. You don't miss a beat either, just like Lindy. Just like me. So don't play that game. I have never done anything to you, Dina, but you have been, you know about what happened to me. You know what happened to me, Dina. So you playing all those games with those cops, that might not end up working out in your favor, because you look like an idiot when anybody would watch that body cam footage of all the trouble you went to because some girl with learning disabilities 3, 4 hours, 5 hours away from you put some public pictures and said, oh, this is what? Really? Nicole's a grown-ass woman. After everything anyway, it's like that's a sociopath to pick on someone that weak when you're that strong, Dina. You play anyway, I ain't gonna sit there and psychoanalyze you because I'm not a psychiatrist, but you're no shrinking violet, Dina. So. And if you had anything to do with this, Dina, and it comes to that one day, I hope you do tell the truth. I do hope you tell the truth. All that lawfare ends up working out against you in the long run, Dina. That's why I don't fuck with it. Because once you open that door, then that door's open for someone to do that to you too, Dina. And you have participated in something that terrorized and caused me permanent damage, Dina. And if you can say you weren't and you didn't know nothing about it, then we'll see, right? We know it's all going there. We know it's going down that road. We all know what it's going to come to, Dina. You knew. And you participated in that against me, Dina. Even if you were seeing texts or seeing things, or you participated in that. And if you didn't, let's go to court. Let's go to court and get to the real truth. Not your truth, not my truth, the real truth. That's what I would like to do, Dean. I'm going to tell you this one more time, too, girlfriend. Don't go around my dad's home up there. You have a history like John Thompson where you'll drive to another state or halfway across the state to go do what you do, Dina. You and Nicole are not equals. So what you did was, I think, disgusting. 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Tennessee, 179 pending sale. Oh, that's that one house I like. Oh, I just got a notification. Anyway, let's take a break from discussing Dina, because she's never on my mind. I never cared for her. Though you were on my mind because I decided out of the blue to go look at Brenda's page, and she had retweeted something. That's the only reason, Dina, because believe me, Chunky Monkey ain't on my mind. But you are today, so congratulations. Okay. First, let's see. Okay, let's see if the neighbors is sold, because they're out there moving. Oh, wait, enter the address here. Okay. Euclid. Okay, this is the neighbor's house that asking 405 here. Now we'll start off. See, they have a 2-car garage. I have a 1-car garage, so we got to knock that down. Okay. Their yard landscaping. Let me see if I can get better here. Oh, it goes like this. Ain't nothing to really write home about. I don't know if you can see. Let me see. Okay. So, not really much. Ain't got no brick borders, nothing like that. Okay. Inside, they got cathedral. Mine cuts off there. It's open plan like mine. It's small. It's not big. Like the kitchen goes into the living room there. They got tile almost exactly like ours, and the house didn't come with tile, of course, so they've had their tile too. That's like the part where my couch is over there, except mine's against the wall, and then there where their sliding glass door, they got 2, and it does go out to that unscreened porch, so they have that advantage on me. That's their dining room, small like mine. I mean, it's a smaller home. They do have that nice bar thing though. But if I cut that wall down in mine, and anyway, so yes. Nothing. They got carpet still in the bedrooms. Nothing small. That's like that closet room that I have over there. It's about that size. Because these houses are all pretty much the same. They're a little bit different. See, there's carpet in all the bedrooms. And it's 3-bed, 2-bath like this. Anyway, and the pool's uncovered outside, So it's not like anything. I think if they're getting 405, if they get 400, I can get 350. I'll put a pond in the backyard and landscape it instead of a pool, and it'll be real nice. People like that shit. It's the little details like that. The landscape and all that. The closet doors. People like details, doorknobs, stuff like that. Anyway. They do have a corner lot there. But see, their backyard ain't even really nothing. Anyway. Okay, close there. Yeah, mine's 14. I think mine's 1380. Let me have a little more. So it's not that much of a difference. Okay. What was let's look in Tennessee. Okay. Oh, I wish I could do it on the app. Get out of there. Okay. Let's look at some comparisons around here. Sifner, Porta, price, maximum 400. Apply. Okay, I don't want to look at a map. Can I look at it? Where am I at? Yeah, here I am. There's that lake too, and you're like 1 mile from a lake with a boat dock. Then there's a historical school there that's over 100 years old at the Civic Center with that park, and then I'm here. Interstate's right here, I-4, I-75's right over here. That's convenient to everything. This is the house behind me. They want 350, but it's kind of ugly. That's Magnolia, the street behind me. But they got tile inside, nothing special. Mine's better than that, and they're asking that. So, and that's not even like a real neighborhood over there. The houses are all kind of like where they turn the garage into bedrooms and stuff. Like they want 30. This is on the street behind me too. They want 334,000 for that. Psh, that's like catty corner back behind me over there. Anyway, let's go to Tennessee. Tennessee, Tennessee. Oh, I used to love that song. Tennessee. And the only reason I'm picking Tennessee over Arkansas is because Arkansas is just too hicky for me. I can't do it. Like in Texas, it's still kind of country, but you got your bigger. I don't know. I just feel like Tennessee's more up and coming versus. I mean, especially for retail value and all that. I mean, resale value. I just don't know about Arkansas. Okay, Tennessee. I don't want to. Can I just do the whole state? Tennessee search. Okay. High, okay, under 400. No, we want to go to 250 and under. Let's see what we can afford for 250 cash. Preferably 200. Okay. There's Nashville. Why is it? Oh, I know. Okay. How far? Where's Nashville? There's Nashville. How far out of Nashville do you have to get for the prices? There's a 185. Let's go out here somewhere and see. That's a little house on a creek or something. Oh, that's in Chattanooga. 185,000 square feet. That's on water. It's near. I don't want near. If I'm going to do one, I think you can do Mars, waterfront. Waterfront, water. Apply. Okay, let's see where we can live on water for under 250. Okay. What we got over here? Cumberland Heights. No clue where that is. It's on the Cumberland River. Oh, and little home for 190,000. Invest 10,000 in it. Get it up to par. I don't need anything big. I'm never gonna have a boyfriend. I'm never gonna have a wife. I'm just gonna have cats. I just need a place for me. I could do it up just the way I like it. I would probably leave about once a week, if that. Let's see what the inside looks like. I could do something nice with that. Let's see what the weather view is. Have that, put pavers in there. Oh, no. But stuff like that, I know how to do. I like to do all that, and I can do it on the cheap and do it the way I want. Guess I gotta win. I don't know. What is the temperature? I don't even know. I have to research. Anyway, let's go on. Back to listing. Back here. Let's see what else we got. Well, here's one. Let's go with these. Ashland City here for 215. What we got here? Oh, 2.1 acres. Oh, that 27 acres I saw I like, but it was too much on that hill. Okay. What we got over here? That's just a lot. I don't know why. Zoom out. Is that all just land? Oh, here's some over here. 215, 3-bed, 2-bath, Waverly, Tennessee. Oh, is that a trailer? It might be a trailer. And I know I make fun of trailers and all that, but it's just to be a bitch. The only problem I have with getting a manufactured home or a mobile home is just I mean, if I put money into that, it'll depreciate. I was watching one of those guys that was like that Ramsey or whoever that's on CNBC, and he said, "Do not buy a mobile home, like for an investment, because it's just going to depreciate. Like if you buy it and have it and live in it, and that's where you're going to live. I mean, if it's sensible, but as an investment, it's just not a good investment." I think I clicked only water maybe instead of houses. Let's go back and get rid of the water. Have to have flood insurance. Okay, apply. Okay, let's redo that, but with no water. Here we go. Okay, go back to Ashland. Here, I think just type as Ashland. Ashland City. There we go. See what we got over here. That's property. That's 3 acres on a river. What's that? It's only showing me properties. Why is it doing it? Wait, just reset the whole thing. Close it out. Close it out. Ooh, don't look at it. Close it out. Stay signed out. Okay, go there, there. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think that's a trailer. Okay, so I'll do it on my other phone. Oh, let me go check on her real quick. What time is it? 10:18. Yeah, hold on. Watch out, kitty cat. That's not that phone. Where's the other phone? did with the other phone, there's that. Oh, and that one's fucking dead, ain't it? Fuck. Oh, anyway, I'm over that anyway. Get my kind of blanket. Oh, I gotta make up my mind what I'm gonna do. Oh, what's that big bang outside?
Well, people often ask me this. It's like, how much did my engineering degree help me in reporting on this?
This is my only dilemma with mom is she's coherent and with it enough to say she just wants to be left alone and doesn't want to go to the hospital, but it's my executive decision because she has no choice. I just don't want. That's where I'm conflicted. I just don't want her to go there and then if something happened and she ends up dying in a couple of days at that hospital versus dying in her home. That's where I'm conflicted. That's the part that I got to make the decision. Because then I'm going to have to, see, these are the things that I have to think about why y'all want to, unalive me. uh, and then because I'll have to live with her going to dying in the hospital. Because I know that's the last thing in the world, just like with Grandpa, that she would ever want. I don't think chemotherapy is going to help her. I think I don't know. I don't know. Her on call, she went to palliative care, and I didn't go in the back with her because I was having a panic attack, all that. It was a nightmare, a literal nightmare. And her oncology appointment was like a week ago or so, but I got her in the car and she threw up all that when she couldn't go. So no one's even told me like how long except Chat GPT, and it said 6 months with no treatment and maybe a year to 3 with treatment, depending about if it's hormone positive, this, that, and the other thing. So it's not like it's she goes to the hospital and lives another 10 years. We're talking months or a year. So I could get her to the hospital and they could hydrate her because you got to figure too, she's been going through alcohol withdrawal on top of that. And she never told none of those doctors about that. So she stopped after drinking, being consistently alcohol in your body for at least over a decade, and then having to come off of that while you're already in the late term advanced stage 4 cancer. It's all complicated. So I'm telling you that's why the universe works the way it does. It's because these are decisions that I have to make without stoned out of my mind. Because the way I remember, I think of things. I'll lay here at night and think of something I was having a conversation with someone 5 or 10 years ago and analyze that conversation, which it's not, that's my brain's just, it doesn't work normally like a normal person's. So these decisions I end up making are going to have to, I'm going to have to deal with them for the rest of my life. Just like with me fixing this house up, I love my mom, but she was drinking. And you all know how nasty I am when I was drinking. And I had to live with that in real life. And anyway, I ain't going to go and, I don't want to say things that I'll regret saying, but even like when mom, because I think mom didn't go over there that whole time with grandmas and all that. But I remember back when mom wasn't drinking back in the days, me and mom would go over there and spend the night at grandma's, and we all got along. We wake up and go get breakfast at Denny's. Like it wasn't like it got to just evolve to the point mom got to where like she just a cold mom used to be so loving and all that and just cold, like when you'd hug her she'd just cringe like that. That's how she ended up. And mom was always loving growing up. She was overprotective. She didn't even start working until both me and Angela were in school, and then she started working at the school we were both at with grandma there. So mom was a good mom. It's just it all went downhill when dad had come out as gay and left her, and we moved here in 1992, moved from Riverview, and it's just been a very slow downward trajectory ever since. What was me, Calico Kitty? Are you looking for that lizard girl? That lizard's out there doing lizard stuff. Don't worry about that little lizard. Why are you worried about that little lizard out there on that air condition, huh? She's obsessed with this lizard that comes out there every day and sun's on that air conditioner. She'll lay over there and I'll open those blinds and she'll peek at it and peek at it. What was us, Calico Kitty?
And actually, in the UK, energy consumption drops.
I mean, we still make
Yeah.
we made them no, it was kind of a good tool.
And I do want to say this because I kind of, now that I'm not stoned and my brain's working a little bit better here, I would like to say this to you, Lindy, and I do mean this. I had laughed. There were so many nights me and you laughed and laughed. We would think of the same thing at the same time. I mean, I really enjoyed our friendship, Lindy. I really did. It wasn't fake. You know that. It wasn't fake. It wasn't going to get back at Corey. You know all those things. We had fun. We were like sometimes 20. You know what I mean? We would think the same and laugh. You've got a good sense of humor like that, and I love to laugh, and we just would laugh and laugh and laugh about stuff, Lindy. It was under the circumstances of that time of my life, whatever. I mean, it was it was fun. I don't like have any kind of Lindy, I was your friend for 7 years. You were a big part of my life. We talked every day. It was I would have never went real life on you because I bitched. You were burnt out on me anyway, and it's just friendships change. And if we would have talked like this back then, it would still, you know what I mean? I could have left and got my shit together. And that's what I was going to say. Tara, you inserted yourself, and maybe it was under good intentions, but you got yourself in a situation that you have no business being in. Like even Bridget has what happened with Corey and me and Lindy and Jim and JT, that has nothing to do with the ship. It has nothing to do. There's history that goes back to, you know what I'm saying? The Periscope, it's like, why? Anyway. You played the perfect victim role, poor Bridget, And then over there, Tara and Bridget trying to troll me like I was trolling Bridget. Get the troll account, the VPN, whatever you got to do, get it. Get the records. Bring in the core records. I didn't know you, Tara, and you participated in that and hurt me. And then claim y'all are the good people, like you're against real life and against this. Not you personally, Tara. Probably people like Beth was talking about docs, and I'm like, is this bitch for real, or is she like still trolling me? Like going on bitching about people docs, and I'm like, is this real life? Like, is Beth trolling me now? It's like, are you really that? Like, that's as like unself-aware as Lindy. Like, really? Are you like, that's your argument? Oh, God bless her. God bless you, Beth Roche. Go kitty. you doing, you little pretty cackle kitty? Oh my god, I love those cats. In the middle of the night, I'll get up to get something to drink, and I go around and find them around the house. Each one of them, give them a little kiss on their head. Oh my god.
I kind of like the idea of SpaceX being nationalised. I kind of like that.
And another thing, it's not like my mom like went to the doctor all the time and didn't drink and didn't smoke and ate good and like was a picture of health. I mean, so this has been going, you know what I mean? Everybody with any kind of common sense has known over time where this will end. It'll end up right where it is now. So it's not like, you know, mom was great and then all of a sudden she turned bad and's dying. I'm over here looking at houses. This has been, I mean, you know. If y'all did come around my house and peek in or whatever, and mom going like, you freak, and screaming and fat F word and all that, and I have to sit here and just zone it out, you know? Cause she'd come by my door and whisper the F word and do all that stuff, and then I'd say, Mom, she'd say, oh, well, you're crazy. I didn't say, I mean, you know what I mean? That's what narcissists do. I know, I understand that is. So what y'all are doing to me, what you've done like with Nicole or Harold, Dina, that's what narcissists do. They antagonize you like that. Walk by the door, fag. And then when you open the door and slam it or you get mad and finally say something, then they hit record and play the victim, Dina. And that's what it appeared to me, allegedly, you did in some of those recordings, those many recordings of Harold you have. It wasn't just that you got kidnapped and that you got that phone and you hit record instead of 911. That's not the first time you had secretly recorded him, Dina. You had a habit of it. So I'm well aware of how narcissists operate, Dina, and I can see one a mile away. Or see someone that has a lot of traits just like I do. But if I would have been raised by my grandma or my grandpa or them together versus my parents, I wouldn't even have the traits because I know in my heart, I'm not a full-fledged narcissist. I know the empathy I have for people. I know how giving I can be and unselfish and I can admit mistakes. I can admit wrongs. I can do all that stuff. I let fucking weirdos on the internet tell me what's wrong with me and tell me I'm a PDF file and all that stuff. I let strangers dictate how my past went in my life that I lived. Beth Roche. Over there saying that I loved Corey and then I went and befriended Lindy to get back at Corey. Well, tell me how that was, because when I talked to her for the first couple of years, I had no fucking clue that was fucking Lindy Live. Lindy Zoloff. So tell me how I befriended her to get back at Corey. No, Corey is the one that befriended Lindy and then decided to befriend Kat to get back at Lindy and then to go over here and befriend Lindy or making a peace agreement or whatever, or go over there and stalk me in private, whatever they do in their creepy little chat, and then do to me what she did. You know what I mean? That's your history, Corey. That's not me changing it. That's not me, doing anything. That's how it went. Ain't nobody on here, Corey, can say I've went to their home, that I've done any of that stuff. Literally, JT and you and whoever and David Guns were doxing that Denise Locker out, doxing her son out, doxing her daughter's school where she taught out. Put all those videos. People don't see all those Boyd Investigate videos that ain't up there now because I got them taken down for Lindy by reporting them and stuff. But all these people that are just new to the story or haven't been way back then, no. And I could have, you know what? If I was a piece of shit, I'd have let everybody think I was that old lady. But nope, me and Lindy said, hey, you're fucking with some person that don't know who in the fuck you are. But they wouldn't listen. because they know best. They assumed Denise Locker was me. They have assumed a lot of things instead of just, talking. And I don't believe no feds are involved. It's creepy, something else, or someone has something. Believe me, I ain't gonna implicate anyway. Well, anyway, I've known someone that worked at somewhere before that sure could get me some information if I wanted it, and it wouldn't have been illegal the way they obtained it, but the access they had and where they worked, they sure could have supplied me with that information if I would have requested it to them. So, but if there was anybody that was worked for the government to do that, they had been done deleted Cat's Twitter over there. So. And this is what goes on my brain all day. I'll sit here and watch this shit, and it's just like I like start zoning out. My brain's like going over all that stuff, just like this, just like I'm seeing it. That's what goes on in my head nonstop. Except, you know,
Yeah. And do you think UK politicians are aware of that contradiction, or is that?
let's look at traits of a narcissist. Okay, and you can see this thing. See where it says Boston Girl Bridget, JP Ripcat, J Boy News. That's all that. When I type in and search myself on my history, that's not from recently. Just so you know, I can come back and show you in 5 days, and those same things will be there where it says like the things you searched. Because you can look through my library over here and you can see what channels I've been to. Where have I been? Uh, CEO Megan Kelly. Whoops, go down. Megan Kelly, Book of Mormon, Telepathy, Science Guide. Da 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 da. There ain't no Bridget. There ain't no boy. LLMs. It's just that. Anyway, back to narcissistic traits. Let's watch a video. This will bring back memories. You know, you know. Narcissistic abuse. I'm well aware of what that is. Narcissist traits. Okay, let's see. Main traits of a narcissist. Why does that lady look so crazy there? Okay, let's understand a narcissist. Oh wait, there's 4 types. First, let's see the types. My mouth, I think it's...
Hi, it's Dr. Box, licensing law in the state of Texas, expert in your quick snap.
There's 4 types of narcissists. Let's see what types we all are. LOL.
From microscopic compounds to extreme simulated.
Okay.
In our previous video with Dr. Ramani, we talked about the signs to look out for when dating a narcissist. Now we're going to talk about the 4 different types of narcissists. Dr. Ramani, thanks for being back here with us.
Thanks.
This topic is so fascinating, especially being in Los Angeles, which I feel like...
Oh, this guy's so annoying. I've watched this before. Oh my god. I shouldn't have fast forwarded. Let's go feel it now. Now I'm on a buffering loop. Go back. Okay. Try it again here.
In our previous video with Dr. Ramani, we talked about the signs to look out for when dating a narcissist. Now we're going to talk about the 4 different types of narcissists. Dr. Ramani, thanks for being back here with us.
Thanks.
This topic is so fascinating, especially
Oh, this guy's so
being in Los
annoying.
Angeles, which I feel like might be the narcissistic capital of the world.
You know what I said to someone once? I said, "You want to study tortoises?"
See how they say, listen, I'm gonna give my commentary here. See how they said Hollywood is like the hub of narcissism? It's the, you know why? It's the I wouldn't say that word. I'm trying to think of the right wording. The type of person that would want to be an actress to have that kind of fame, it's the same down here on Boyd, but on a microscopic level. It takes a certain type of a personality type to have a channel, to build it, to do what you have. It takes a certain mindset. And most people that have a certain type of mindset are drawn. Narcissists are drawn to that, the adulation, the all that stuff. Anyway, let me have her just do
People.
it.
Now, again, I'm sort of pulling that number out of the air, but it's just a difficult statistic to get. Not to mention that the measurement skills we have are not very good.
Right. But to think, even if you're in a room of 20 people, 1 to 2 of them
Easily.
actually would be classified as.
If you're in a room, 1 to 2 people in a room of 20 people is a real narcissist. And around these parts, I would say about 1 out of every 5, maybe 1 out of every 10 is a narcissist. It draws a certain type of personality.
Pins for any project.
Just like Lindy, you know how Jim used to always say the nutters were attracted to you? It takes a certain type of personality. It's that personality trait, Lindy. It's a certain kind of personality trait. Okay, let's get back to this.
Lawyer banker meeting or
Yeah,
something like
a
that.
little high.
But I don't know if you're at some sort of like a community volunteer meeting. You probably 1 to 2 is more.
Very good
like-
point.
Yeah.
So I was shocked to find out that there is not just a blanket term, narcissism or narcissistic. There's actually 4 different categories for this. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, if you look at the research, and this is definitely, as I've gone over the years looking at what's been written, I really do think that 4 primary types have emerged. They're sort of our classical grandiose narcissists. That's sort of like the, the Chanel suit of narcissism. It's the classic representation of the person who's sort of very egotistical, arrogant,
Ego. I don't think I have a big ego. Arrogant. I can be
Don't have a
arrogant.
beautiful house. They don't stop to listen to anybody. Again, your garden variety grandiose narcissist. Okay? Far more problematic is the malignant narcissist. This is the person who is all the things the grandiose narcissist is, lacking empathy, entitled and grandiose and big and pompous, but they're also really mean.
Oh.
They will do really bad things. They almost feel like they're a little bit psychopathic. They often won't even feel that bad, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, did anybody feel bad when they did that to me? Did you feel bad, Lindy? I know Lindy does have some empathy. Anyway, I'm gonna say.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
No. I'm talking big ticket bad. And they'll lie, they cheat, they steal. These are your Bernie Madoff types, like really malignant. They just sort of they make great criminals. And again, and we can talk about it at some point. There's a difference between a psychopath and a narcissist. By and large, a narcissist, even a
And whoops, may I pause on me?
will
And then someone said, like, I have a lifetime of crime. If I was like, I'm not that kind. If I was like a real narcissist, I wouldn't have the record. My crimes aren't like that. Mine are like heat of the moment crimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like the domestic, my very first saw that with the house arrest. All that was all from a domestic dispute. The uttering of a pawn shop or uttering whatever, that was like the jewelry I took to buy some drugs when I was living with Christy or something. That was like personal. You know what I mean? And then with Winn-Dixie thing, that was because I was off my medicine and cuckoo, and drinking liquor in the store. It was cuckoo-ness because I was insane. So mine's like mental health issues, or just like spur of the moment I'm mad, or like when I first got arrested, when those people bonded me out of jail to go cash those fraudulent checks for them and held the gun in the glove box, all that crazy. Oh God, I got myself in the most craziest situations in my life. Craziest. I'm fucking in jail. I meet a transgender, and then she ends up getting out, and then she has that guy bond me out, and then I get caught up, my innocent suburban ass, into all those transgender theft rings, the biggest one in Florida. Just it's drawn to me. Oh, anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about that. I don't remember in a minute. Oh, if I was that kind of narcissist, I'm not. Nothing like that is any kind. If you take away my heat of the moment, even the battery on the Leo, that's because I was drunk and it wasn't like anything that I plotted and schemed like I'm some mastermind. No, if you take away all mine, there's